Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. That's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place. And along with me, as she is each and every time we gather to discuss fun Disney items, is our site manager, Rebecca Burbank. Wow, I love that color.
What, the background or my blue?
Roosevelt's.
Yes, I know. I love it too. It's such a pretty color, especially for
Yeah.
spring and summer.
Hello, Caleb. How you doing? Hello, Geo. Thanks for stopping by. We are excited to discuss some Disney merchandise, and we're just gonna jump right in with some Little Mermaid fun.
Yeah, lots of Little Mermaid fun today. We've had a lot of reveals because of the new movie coming out, and we're starting with some cute stuff from Shop Disney, right? the
Yeah,
the
it's
doll
a,
there, the limited edition doll. She's gorgeous. What do you think?
no, I'm really impressed. I love the sequins on the mermaid tail, that beautiful organza to give kind of that flowy aquatic uh, mermaid-esque to the doll. This particular doll is a limited edition of 5200, and it's going to come with things like a dingle hopper, aka fork, a spyglass, a display stand, and along with a satchel that she apparently uses to carry her who's its and what's its galore. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, I like the articulation is neat because you've got also the wrist motion, and that is not something that we often see. Oftentimes, the wrist will be locked when it comes to these kinds of fashion dolls. So that's something a little bit different with this limited edition, and it's retailing for $149.99. So yeah, this is for
Yeah.
that upcoming film. The social reaction all started to hit last night, along with the red carpet. Did you get to see the blue carpet, by the way?
I've just seen a few pictures. I saw Hallie and Jodie Benson, and I thought that was super, super sweet that the two of
Oh,
them, uh, you know, got to meet each other.
they were both stunning. Jodie Benson in a gorgeous white gown, and Haley wearing Hallie. I'm going to do that a million times. Hallie wearing a beautiful body fit. I want to say it was silver, but yet sometimes I saw it was more of a blue. It was really like a shimmering metallic dress that she had on the red carpet. So both ladies looking amazing for the blue carpet last night. Continuing with some Little Mermaid um, items, Cakeworthy has kind of reached into the vault a little bit because they're sharing some classic Little
Yes.
Mermaid apparel along with some live action.
Yeah, which I think is really smart. I'm glad that we are able to celebrate both. But yes, this here, of course, is the animated classic. And I know you're a big fan of the all over print
I
shirts.
am.
They've got they got a lot of characters on this one, which is kind of the goal, right? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think this looks fantastic. And I like that it's not just Ariel.
Right? And you've got Max, which there's not enough
Yes.
Max love in the world. And Eric's playing his flute. Hey, Skywalking, I'm gonna guess it's Sarah. How you doing?
Hi.
Let's see. And then they've also got a live action all over print available as well. If you haven't taken a look at any of these all over print shirts, they're really cool. The thing I like about them is that in my experience, they're the same. You don't have to worry about picking one with placement. You can look at the one that's on on your screen,
Hmm.
and that's the one that you're gonna be getting in the mail. So they have them for Star Wars, where you've got the classic heroes like Han and Luke and Leia, or they've even got one that's just the droids. That's the one I have. Seen one with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So lots of different franchises are out there with the cake worthy all over print. What do you think of these mermaid shorts,
I
Becca?
I like them. I wouldn't wear them all the time, but I think it would be fun. It would probably be more of like a vacation, like poolside type thing where I would maybe Disney bound on my way to the pool or something.
And
But
yes, these
yeah.
are also cake worthy. There's even a hat and it says mermaid on it, but it's also got this green mermaid scale look to it. A couple of like thin
Yeah.
mesh long sleeve shirts. This one with Ariel and her statue of Prince Eric, and then Ursula
Mhm.
also. So I know you, I know you would, Sarah. Although I really want to say I know you would, Richard, but I'm guessing it's Sarah. So.
Maybe Richard would wear them too.
I can only imagine him shaking his head at me right now with the suggestion.
That could be his Triton cosplay because Triton's a merman, right? So you can give.
He has this amazing R2D2 jacket that he was wearing for May the 4th Day. Skywalking Through Neverland actually appeared on a local news affiliate in celebration of May the 4th, and he had on this incredible, uh, like a print of R2D2 on the jacket. But yeah, see, he would look really good as short shorts, but they're not in right now. So there you go. The cake-worthy dress with classic Ariel and Triton and Flounder.
I always think these dresses look so cute on the models, and like she's pulling the dress out to the side there, and it looks adorable. I don't think they ever look not the cake worthy dresses. I should be clear. I don't have any cake worthy clothing, but this style dress, I feel like when I put it on, it doesn't look as good on me, but they're super super cute. At least like I love that cut, that like skater dress.
I'm very much a fan of the casual kind of knit skater dress. And so this one is really adorable. I was actually considering adding this to my wish list, but I'm a little self-conscious about wearing a tank. So
Okay.
so that's where my hesitation is coming in. But we'll see. Perhaps I'll be
You
sharing it with
cardigan or something if
yeah.
you know.
I considered it. I've been looking at a few little like just the short little jacket, short sleeve, just a little light something to throw over it so I don't feel like I've got a tank top on. Yep. Let's see. Over in the world of Vera Bradley, another collection, beautiful collection. This one is a gingham background, and then you've got Alice in Wonderland characters highlighted within the designs. So
Yeah, it's super simple, which I like, and it's also made from recycled cotton, so you can feel really good about your purchase, right? Like you're giving something a second life. I like this that it's a little understated. I feel like the pattern there. You've got this simple pattern, and I don't know. I think it's great because you can really focus on Alice without it being like I don't know too busy.
I like how it's focused specifically on Alice. You've got a couple of the little butterflies, but it isn't like all the characters are in this particular look on the bag. Whereas
Mhm.
the blanket, you've got Alice, you've got the white rabbit. I can't recall if there were other characters on the blanket as well, but I know those two specifically. And then also on this little teacup purse, you've
Yes.
got Alice like front and center. And as Gio points out, yeah, compared with most of the Vera Bradley looks, this is a little less busy than we've seen with some of the other collections lately. And by the way, in regards to Little Mermaid, some more social reactions. Skywalking Through Neverland, buy all the merch.
Okay. I can do that.
But first you have to go buy Nubs from Jedi Adventures. So he's so cute. Have you seen him yet?
I've seen him. Yes, I haven't watched the Jedi Adventures, the Young Jedi Adventures, but he's adorable.
He's like this little blue Ewok. He kind of reminds me of the animated Ewok show from the like the late 80s, early 90s. So yeah, his look kind of reminds me of that. So but he's super adorable, and it kind of gives me a little bit of a Gurgi vibe too, because I loved Gurgi from Black Cauldron. So
Oh, okay.
it
Okay.
kind of gives me just a little bit of that too, me personally. But okay, back to Shop Disney, where we're going to be talking about the Disney 100 items. We've got a lot of fun going on over there.
Right. Shop Disney is continuing with their celebratory savings. And this week, or at least starting today, we have 25% off of the Disney 100 Oswald and the Unified Characters collections. So there wasn't a lot of merchandise when I was on there this morning, but I think you probably have like 25 items to pick from, 25, 30 items to pick from. So if you hadn't gotten any of this stuff yet, you can get it for 25% off.
Yep.
Yeah, I really think that plush is adorable.
Sarah coming in. He's not no, I know he's not an Ewok. He's a Pooba.
Pooba.
But he
Aw.
looks like an Ewok. He's so cute.
I know, right? That the Nubs, his name is Nubs. Yes, they did that on purpose. They're like, you want to say Yub Nub and think Ewoks, and you will, but you can't call the character Nubs an Ewok. He's a Pooba.
Meanwhile, as Disney celebrates 100, Oswald, the lucky rabbit, is popping up on the shelves. You can cuddle with him in this plush. You can cuddle with him in this blanket, celebrating the short rival Romeo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I like this shirt too. I think it's cute.
All over your shirt. That's cool.
Yeah, and I like that he's like very focused on what he's doing.
Yeah, that's how the men in my family look when they're focused. Does Kyle do that stick the tongue out thing? Both of mine do. My husband and my son.
I don't think Kyle. No, I don't think Kyle does that. I should have noticed in 10 years, but that's no. I'm one who always like presses my lips together. And there was a girl I worked with in one of the bakeries, and she would like just move her tongue back and forth just a little bit. So not quite the full tongue out, but it would just be like, like she'd rub her lip with her tongue when she was concentrating. So I was like, don't do that, Rebecca. You can rub your lips together, but don't do that.
Meanwhile, Doobie, who works, he hosts the morning show with Kyle. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to stop by. Mornings here on Laughing Place. You can kind of get a wrap up of what's happened in the past like 24 hours, and then also the breaking news of that particular morning. The boys do a great job of kind of keeping up to date on all things Disney, and he is giving your husband a little bit of a jab there. So
he doesn't have to be focused now. He's got Ethan. Yes, these ears are so fun, and they seem to stand up quite well on their own.
They do. They're adorable. Nice look. Okay, I'm torn on this. These are interesting to me. This is called the
Unified Characters.
Mm-hmm. Unified Characters. I'm guessing they're unified in that they're all rounded rectangles.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay. This reminds me of those little like clothespin dolls. Did you do those for crafts in school?
Oh, a little bit. Yes.
That's totally the design aesthetic here to me. It's like
I can absolutely see that. Yeah, I think it's cute. I like that it's on clothing. I would not want these as collectible figures.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that it makes sense that they haven't done anything other than designs on apparel and accessories.
To Kyle, they look kind of like brickheads, and these did not jump out at me as something I needed to add to my collection. And as Skywalking says, 25% off. So, not a fan. And apparently, Gio will only be picking these up if they
I think
level.
So I see this shirt. I like the look of the shirt, but I instantly think Monsters Inc. doors from this far away. I would be like, oh my gosh, you've got a door shirt. That's so cool. And then it's not doors.
Yeah. I mean, I love that they try these different looks with the characters.
Yes.
That's one of the things I enjoy is when you see like they've done them now as the like roundy tsum tsums.
Mm-hmm.
They're now doing them as food items. I really enjoy it the way they mix it up, and you can kind of experience your favorite characters in a wide variety of ways. But this one is did not jump at my heart, and so we'll see if we have more of these on the horizon, if we are the outliers. In June, some new Lego sets. Speaking of squared off Disney characters, some new Lego sets are coming. This one's so gorgeous, Becca.
Yeah, I think these are fantastic. I'm excited to see these in real life. I don't. We haven't discussed whether or not we're going to get any of the Disney 100 Lego, but I think that there's a good chance one of these will make its way to our collection.
Okay, there's so much here.
Yes.
I mean, because you've got the trinkets that you can connect to the story. You have a poison apple. So there you have and then you have unique Lego figures, right? We have Jafar as a genie. We have the Wicked Witch, Maleficent, and Gaston.
Yeah, so the real villains vibe there, right?
Right? And I love this notion of books and then video cassette.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like, okay, these are the different ways that you've experienced these characters.
And there's the card there. So in the article, we
Okay.
have a little bit different picture. It's a card that's like the Queen of Hearts. So it's like a playing card, which just so fun. Yeah, I think you're right. All these little trinkets make for a fantastic set. So pretty sure this will be making its way to us.
Oh, I'm a big fan of this one. It's so interesting. Yeah, exactly, Gio. It'd be a nice display. This is something that you build. You have fun building, but then you've got something to decorate your shelves with. And then there are these adorable figures, Lego figures that are coming out. There seem to be duos.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, very cute. We've got Pua and Hey Hey. We've got Miko and Percy, Lumiere and Cogsworth, and then Squirt and Nemo, which I think is an interesting choice. But I feel like you're going to pair Dory with Marlin. So if you're going to go for Nemo, put him with the other kid.
I love it. I think, man, it looks like, okay, I'm looking at these and it's so creative. And I mean, okay, Percy just seems really simple to do within this.
Yes. Yes.
But the raccoon, Miko, that is just, wow. Okay, there you go. And see, I think it's that dot right there, Doobie. That would be Flit, the hummingbird. But these are cool. And they come with a unique brick to represent the Disney 100. So you have that when you finish up and put them on display. I'm sorry, but Hey, the Lego pig, that is a funny design. I mean, yeah. I love it. It's really cute, but he is kind of funny. And yeah, no Timon and Pumbaa yet.
Right.
Nothing Stitch yet. This is like, first wave. You never know. Like they've done a couple of those mini packs as well. So minifig packs. So we shall see if there's more in the future. But these are the ones that they've unveiled coming soon in June. And then this mega princess set, all of these princesses are included. So you've got Raya, Moana, Pocahontas, Mirabelle, the sisters Elsa and Anna, Jasmine, Tiana, Wendy, Alice, Belle, and Mulan. So,
yeah, I thought
too. Wow,
interesting choice there. In a good way. I mean that in a good way. I like that we're not strictly just princesses, but we've got princess adjacent, right?
Yeah, and they're all ready for adventure. You've got the zip line from the turret over to the other little house there, a slide. I love this waterfall with the foam at the bottom. That's something new to me. I haven't seen that before, and it looks like that is hinged, so you could flip it up, and then you could have one of your figures standing behind it, slightly translucent. So you could have some fun with some toy photography as well if you are keeping this for yourself.
For sure.
Nice. Okay, I'm really enamored. See, I got Rapunzel not too long ago. I think I've shown this.
Yeah.
So yeah, my little Rapunzel. I love Legos. So this is cute. Yeah, no Snow White. I don't see a lot of like the super classic Cinderella. So it's like the modern princesses. So it's not Aurora, Snow White, Cinderella instead, or Ariel. Instead, kind of the more recent ones, including Belle. But I guess you could argue that with her live action, she is super recent. So yeah.
I can see where their target demographic obviously is
Oh,
kids.
exactly.
This one isn't so much for the collectors,
Mm-mm.
but it's all good though.
Yeah, but we've recently with the D plus we had Peter Pan and Wendy. So Tinkerbell
That's
and
true.
Wendy would have been on the screens recently. Like I say, that live action Belle, we're not too far removed from that. And then a lot of these other ones are kind of fall into the little girl demo currently. So interesting to see. Always interesting to see what they choose to kind of package together when they do these sets. And then, Becca, there's
Yes.
some show and tell, I'm guessing.
Yes, we do have some show and tell today. That's part of why I wore my Roosevelts. I was like, this is Disney animation. We're going to talk a little Disney animation. But yeah, we got some shoes from fun.com, and they're a little dirty on the bottom here. But yeah, these are really cute slip-ons. They're made by Ground Up, and they are exclusive to Fun or to fun.com. And we've got, of course, we're celebrating Encanto. I think this pattern on the inside is super, super cute. These shoes are great for, I would say, for like everyday or for like casual everyday wear. I would definitely not wear these to the parks or plan on taking a hike or anything with them. But other than that, I think they're super, super fun. And they have them in a kid size as well. So you can match with your little one.
I actually, Doobie has a pair of ground up sneakers. They are Mickey Mouse, and he enjoys them. He loves them. He wears them a lot. But as you say, they don't have as much cushion, so they aren't super
Right.
comfortable for really long walks. And yet, because he was sacrificing fashion for comfort, he wore them often on the cruise. So
Okay. I could see what. So I would think of you're not going to be walking as much on a cruise ship as you would at a Disney park, but I don't know. I haven't been on a Disney cruise in a long time.
you could, well, he also wore them at the parks too.
Oh my
But
goodness, he's
yeah,
committed. So
yeah,
that's like
no, yeah.
the ground up shoes with Mickey Mouse are like the equivalent of women in high heels, right? Like,
He's like, I even wore them for 25K days.
wow.
25,000 steps. So
Well,
no,
then,
those are not Tangled Vans. Those are the Mirabelle crew. They
yes.
are from Encanto, and by the company Ground Up, and they're exclusive to fun.com.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a little write-up about that on Laughing Place, so you can be sure to check that out and learn more about it if you are looking for a pair of Encanto slip-on shoes. But yeah, nice, nice. I love the colors on those shoes.
I do too. It's a very pretty pink. I'll show them again. Yeah, it's a very pretty fuchsia, a little bit of that red purple. Sorry, I've got half of my screen covered. So, and then, yeah, it says ground up. Do I have that upside down?
And
There
then
we go.
Kyle's asking a question, which is one I should have thought of, and that is, how's the sizing? Is it pretty true to size, or did you feel
So
a little
there's
adaptation?
I ordered a pair in my normal size, which is 8, and I got them and tried them on, and they were just a little bit big. So I went ahead and requested a 7, and these fit me much, much better. Then I saw on another website that also sells ground up shoes that they recommend sizing down. If you wear whole sizes, you're going to size down. If you wear a like medium or narrow width shoe, you're going to size down. If you have a wide shoe, you can probably keep your same size. So something interesting. On fun.com, they had a measurement for the shoe size for the sole from the tip to the heel. And so I had measured my shoes based on that, but I should have gone with the smaller size from the start.
So good to know. So chances are narrow, normal, narrow or standard width, you're going to want to look at a size smaller than you're typically purchasing off of other brands.
Yes.
So there you go. Continuing with Show and tell.
Yeah, continuing with show and tell. You're right. And I hadn't cleaned this out yet, but I have a Loungefly exclusive from Entertainment Earth. This is the Ariel cosplay bag, and it's so fun. This is the only like Little Mermaid imagery we have on here, other than a pretty cute lining. I might be able to show you some of the lining there. We got some bubbles and starfish and some sea flowers and seahorses and music notes as well. Yeah, thank you. That's great right there. But this, it's fantastic. I haven't had a lot of experience with Loungefly, but I do really, really like this. This is probably the perfect size for me. It's a little bit bigger than what I normally, it's much bigger than what I normally carry around, but it's not enormous. Like I could definitely fill this with stuff for every day. I think it's fun. I love the little dingle hopper there on the zipper pull, and I like yeah. And we've got a little bit of flounder too. One thing that Entertainment Earth told me was that this was designed to look like the satchel that Ariel carries underwater when she's escaping from the shark. So if you're actually going for a cosplay look, this is perfect. And, you can kind of see how this is shaped as well. It's a little different from some of their other satchel bags, but yeah.
Nice. So leaning into that Ariel cosplay design there from Loungefly, and you can discover more about it in Rebecca's review on the site, a place to keep your thingamabobs.
Yes.
So there you go.
Oh, and I want to say, sorry, it's $59.99, and you can use our code LPFAN at checkout. It's in stock, so you will actually be able to save 10% on that item and get free shipping. Free shipping kicks in at $59, so this is exactly the right price for using our code when you shop.
There you go. Within the world of Star Wars, we're highlighting a few Mother's Day items. So,
yep, some Mother's Day, some princesses, Star Wars. These are all box lunch exclusives. I don't have anything to show, but we've got this fantastic article to look at. Yeah, how cool is that? I really like that shirt. I think it's just it feels very 90s to me.
Yeah, I love those pants.
Yes, those two. Like,
I know that's not part of the box lunch thing, but they really caught my eye. I love the shirt, but boy, those pants caught my eye. And the pint glasses over here.
I know, and I like that it's different colors for each of the characters as well. So there's that cohesiveness with the design, but then also you have something different. Not everybody's getting the exact same color or character. A little succulent. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, now we're branching out into other realms, not just Star Wars for Mother's Day. Maybe mom would like a new purse or a button-up shirt. Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, and these are available not only online but also in box lunch stores. So you can still get this in time for Mother's Day. And yeah, you can twin with your little one again. And I like that we have a very like adult looking shirt and then a very like child playful romper for the kids, so that it's neither one is compromising too much, right?
Right. And then a collection of cooking items if you would like to add a little bit of Disney magic to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Got some measuring cups, some spatulas, little useful things, a little hint of Disney, some pins celebrating that familial love, especially kind of the mother-daughter. We know Nani kind of stepped into that role with Lilo. So beautiful pins there. And ooh.
Yeah, I like this. I thought this was pretty clever. You've got a little sectioned pin there to make the pumpkin, and it's telling the Cinderella story.
Beautiful. And these are all items over at Box Lunch. So if you're looking for some Mother's Day Disney things, perhaps stop by Box Lunch online, or you can visit the location closest to you in probably for me it's in our mall. So
Me too.
that's where we find box lunch in these parts. Marvel Legends latest releases, Hawkeye.
Yeah, this is the 60th anniversary of the Avengers. So the Avengers from the comics, not from the movies. But yeah, they're Hasbro and with their Marvel Legends line, they're kind of going old school. We saw a couple figures a few weeks ago, and then today we've got a look at the and pre-order for Hawkeye with his Sky Cycle. I am not at all familiar with the Sky Cycle, but I do know it's from the comics, and he seems to be using it well. Like he can get around town with this thing, right? And he can also shoot while he's riding from it. So
I like how in this picture here he's standing facing the other way and using the
yes.
what I would call the driving tilt as his backrest.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I mean, he might have it parked, but I like to imagine that he's like zipping through town. Kind of like. Go ahead.
Are you one of those people who ever drives with their knees?
Like maybe for a second or two, but I really don't feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be absolutely nobody else on the road. No, I'm not. I've done like the forearms a little bit sometimes, like if I'm like getting something out of my hair or whatever, but
yeah.
Typically, I gotta have a hand on the wheel.
Are you? Did you learn to drive in a very urban or a rather rural setting?
I guess probably more urban. I mean, I wasn't like city, but it wasn't extremely rural. I started in a church parking lot in a conversion van, so I was in a big boxy vehicle, so that was intimidating. But then once I got out onto the road, but yeah, more of an urban setting.
Yeah, I feel like those of us who have been exposed to like more rural driving, maybe that whole like using your knee more than you should because you're doing something with your hand. Like for me, it's like I'll be putting on a little bit of lotion or something, but yeah. Oh, see, Gio knows. Gio's like, there was a time I used to drive my knees a lot, but that was back when the roads weren't very busy, where we used to live many years ago. Exactly. I don't know why, but that visual of Hawkeye just brought back a lot of those memories of the knee driving. Okay. Moving on. We're going to highlight Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Did you finally make it to see this? Because the last time I spoke to your husband, you hadn't yet.
No, we haven't gone yet. We were trying to figure out what to do with Rigby because last time we left her for a movie, she kind of whined. The neighbor didn't complain, but he said he could hear her. And we're like, well, do you want to watch her? But it hasn't worked out for our schedule yet. So
oh, poor thing. Well, we haven't stopped in yet either, but a lot of my friends have, and it's been mixed. None of them have said it was a bad movie. Everybody said it was a good movie, but not their, like one was like, it wasn't at all my taste. And then the other was more of, they wanted more like fun because for them, like Guardians was fun and they thought it might not be as fun because of the way the previews were setting them up, but it was even darker than they expected. And they're like, I don't think I don't think I'd revisit it.
Okay.
It was rough for them. But my third friend who saw it totally loved it. Like the greatest. She said it was an amazing experience. It was one of those when the movie was over, she felt like a camaraderie with the audience, she said, because you just felt like you'd kind of been on an adventure together. You'd laughed together. You'd cried together. And so she was really fired up about it. She was so pumped. So, yeah. So we'll see.
I will be anxious, or I'm anxious to find out what my reaction will be, but I'll definitely report back.
Okay, Sarah and Richard were also split. Richard didn't like it, but Sarah really liked it. Not as good as 1 or 2. So there you go. So even split over there at Skywalking. But if you want to bring some merchandise home in celebration, we found out that AMC Theaters has a couple of exclusive items. And in fact, Becca, I'm going to surprise you because they've added a third since we posted this article.
Ooh. Well, that sounds like fun. I love surprises. Good surprises like that, right?
Yeah. So initially, when this link was shared with Mike Mack for purposes of writing about it on Laughing Place, they featured these items. It is a fig pin collection. These are gorgeous as always. Fig pin's amazing. They're taller pins.
Yeah, I think like 3 inches tall. And they come in all of those display cases so that you can always have your fig pin on display if you want without having to compromise the quality of the pin.
Yep. And then they also are selling the sandwich container that has the Guardians logo on it, along with the look of their uniforms that they're wearing in this particular film. But today, I discovered that they've added a Volume 3 Rocket Raccoon popcorn container.
Oh, that's cool.
Check it out. There's Rocket. He's got his little arms crossed. He's sitting in front of a little container for popcorn.
You know he just said something snarky.
Right? He looks like, and he's got a little, and he's really proud of himself for it too. Grin. Yep, totally.
I'm very familiar with that pose. That's Kyle, like all the time.
Kyle Rocket Raccoon. I love it. There you go. So Rocket stands 11 inches tall. They say it holds 130 ounces of popcorn. It's only available at the AMC theaters or online. So you can also get this one through the website. Those other items that we shared, they are also these AMC exclusives. So if they don't have it at your local theater, or maybe you don't have an AMC theater close by, you can stop by the website and pick it up. So we wanted to be sure to make you aware of that. And Gio's out on a popcorn bucket that's $50. Nope. Sorry, Gio. There you go. Within the world of Star Wars, Yoda has joined the Nuemo universe.
Yeah, this was one of the fun drops from May the 4th. So I know that's all over and done with, but we can still talk about some of the merchandise, right? I think this is adorable. I haven't purchased it yet, but I think he's probably the first one I've seriously considered getting. Him and Edna Mode. So
okay.
But yeah, I love Yoda, right? This is classic Yoda. This is not baby Yoda. It's not Grogu.
You can tell by the tufts of hair over the ears.
Right?
That's like the telltale sign.
He looks, yes.
He is adorable.
And he comes with his little robe. I mean, like, just so good.
And they also released lightsabers for your Nuemos.
Right?
So they have this nice little ring on them, so that way you can slip them over your Nuemo's hand, and they can, have a few saber battles. You can cosplay as Han Solo or a stormtrooper or Princess Leia. So lots of Nuemo fun within that world of Star Wars dropped on Shop Disney for May the 4th, and it's available. So be sure to stop by there if you need to Star Wars-ize your Nuemo collection. And then our friends over at Roosevelt's had so many amazing Star Wars shirts drop on May the 4th, but the one that we're showcasing for you now is this Japanese movie poster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is their Star Wars Day exclusive, so they won't be restocking this. This dropped on the 4th, and there's still several sizes. I was surprised. Several sizes are still available. They have not. A few have sold out, but yeah, this is that Revenge of the Jedi poster, which was the original name for the movie, right? And then wasn't it that George Lucas realized that a Jedi shouldn't be seeking revenge? And so,
I've heard that. I've heard that tale. That's not one I've dived into to make sure I know the accuracy of. But yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that tale.
So yeah, and then it's that big Darth Vader there, and we've got the showdown between Luke and, I think it's right. It is Luke and Darth.
Yes, it's Luke and Vader, and you've got the return of the Jedi 40th tag logo there along the hem of the shirt. The colors on this are really beautiful.
Yes.
Once again, this is in the Roosevelt's Canoe Flex, so it's that material that has that little bit of give on it. And, okay, Gio is talking about the continuing trend on Laughing Place. In the morning show, I wouldn't steal my husband's shtick. I'll leave it to the morning show. Whenever they have breaking news, they have breaking news sound, and recently it's been a lot of movie
posters.
Oh, see, I was right, because Kyle says that's proprietary. That bit is proprietary. So if you have no idea what we're talking about, please visit the morning. You can still watch it in the afternoon. You don't have to only watch it in the morning. It's rewatchable. It's fun. You'll discover what's going on within the world of Disney fun. So you can check it out. So in the meantime, Becca, let's see, what do I have? I think that's going to wrap it up for what was on our list. So I'm going to be showcasing your shopping list. That's all the things that we didn't get to just now, but are over on the site.
Yeah, I've got Pintastic Tuesday on there twice because somebody wasn't paying attention. But also, there were so many pins today. We have like 9 Marvel villains. We have like 4 or 5 Star Wars Day pins, and then also a few other fun designs like Monsters Incorporated and Donald Duck with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So there we go. That's worth having it up there twice. We have a new Winnie the Pooh and Pals Dooney and Burke collection on Shop Disney. And then Home Shopping Network is going to host a Little Mermaid shopping event on the 23rd. So that's coming up. We've got a post about that. Over at Ravensburger, they have their Disney 100 version of their Labyrinth game, their popular Labyrinth game. So this comes with cool character cards and the Disney 100 logo on there and some Mickey Mouse little mover pieces. There's a new wave of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the TV show, pop figures at Entertainment Earth and various other retailers. So we've got young Luke Skywalker that we saw for a brief moment, and the Grand Inquisitor, the fifth brother. So a couple of other exciting reveals there as well. Rock'em Socks has a Return of the Jedi special edition pair of socks. So it's that, again, the kind of that Revenge of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi, that movie poster, and it comes in a box that looks like a VHS cassette. We have the Axe Woves helmet from The Mandalorian and a whole bunch of Black Series figures, and some vintage collection, including the Ewoks from the Ewoks animated series that you were talking about earlier, Rebecca.
Oh, wow,
There's
okay.
some cute little figures. And then Mike C. reviewed Logitech's Mandalorian Gaming limited edition gaming headset. I know there's a much more correct term for what those
you're
are
right.
called.
No, you're doing well. He looked good. He was wearing them in Disney Parks Talk yesterday. So
okay,
if you want to see what they look like, what you would look like in them, you can check that out too, because he was wearing them for the show.
Yeah, they look fantastic. I know we briefly talked about them several weeks ago when they were first introduced, but yeah, he's got a review, so you can get much more information about that. And then Love is Universal. Universal has their Pride collection, and they will be donating the proceeds from those sales to various LGBTQ charities, I think, from now through August. And there's a peek at some of the merchandise that's available.
And speaking of Universal, one of my son's favorite attractions is closing today, Becca, and they actually created a piece of unique merchandise for people during this closing period, which I just think is so very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice little poster for the attraction, highlights some of the elements of it. Like the phrase "seek the trident and restore the peace." You have the trident sculpt that is so familiar that graces the front entrance of it, and then it says "Final Tour," and it has that closing date right there on the T-shirt. Super awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, they kept it well stocked at the resort pretty much until today.
Okay.
It seems is when I noticed more and more people talking about that they couldn't find any. They even offered it online in their shop. So if you weren't able to travel all the way to Orlando, you could have picked it up there. It's sold out last I looked. And I'm guessing there won't be a restock there, but it is over there. So if you're really, if you want to check it periodically or whatever to see if there any kind of restock there, but I think that's super awesome that they embraced kind of the farewell to that attraction in that way. So yeah.
That is very cool. I might have tuned out. Did you end up ordering one?
We actually had Tony.
Okay.
I wrote Tony and said, "Are you going to if you go to Universal, can you snag me one before they're gone?" And so, yeah, I have one waiting for me when we get back to Orlando. Tony said he'd ship it, but I'm like, yeah, we'll be there. By the way, Skywalking Through Neverland, they're going to be live in about 10 minutes, and they're going to be talking about their May 4th fun. So if you want to hear all about the adventures that they had, because they had way too much fun. They actually ended up, Mike C was doing a live stream for us over in the parks, and they actually bumped into each other during that. And you could just tell their enthusiasm was off the hook. And so if you want to know more about why they were so pumped on May the 4th, be sure and stop by Skywalking Through Neverland when they get started here shortly. But right here on this YouTube channel, later this evening, Doobie and Gideon, my husband and our son, are going to be hosting 2 trivia contests. The first one is called Assimilate. That's a theme where they do a crowdsource. So you're trying to guess what everybody else will answer. So it's kind of like a live Family Feud dynamic. So you're trying to kind of guess the most popular answer among the people watching. And then they're also having one called Endings, and I'm not sure what that's inspired by. So we'll see. It could be Poseidon's Fury, or it could be any number of things, knowing my husband. So
the finale of season 3 of Mandalorian,
or the recent conclusion of A Million Little Things. Is that what the name of that show was?
Oh, yeah. We hate watch that, but my gosh, was I crying.
That's the best. Oh, so good.
So yeah, it was an experience.
Oh man, that's the next thing we need to do, Becca. We need to do more TV. You and me, we need to like do a TV review show where we discuss what Disney stuff we've been watching, because there's so many things. Yes, exactly, Gio. Or knowing Doobie, he'll just all of a sudden pull in the ending of Lost.
Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. Pro finale all the way. I thought it was just so beautiful.
Yep. 100%. I'm on that page. Yep. I'll fight for it.
Me too. Yeah, we should definitely do a TV show or a show about TV shows.
For sure. Well, thanks everyone for joining us as we were discussing Disney merchandise. We'll see you all next time. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe so you don't miss any of the ridiculous Disney fun that we have here on Laughing Place. Thanks for watching.